It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it's coming up next.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to EverBank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times, he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
And he's taken down up past the 35.
This is a great look here, Mike, when you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around. He's like the ultimate chess piece. In this snap, he's lined up in the slot. His ability to get downfield and use that big body. When you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time, the ball was accurate, and then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to the air from Mahomes. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 16.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Man in motion is Brown. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in the...
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jags offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the 1st time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap, because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On second down, here's Etienne. He'll get about 2. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. What can they do here on third down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Second down and 3. And in motion is Brown. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. Inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 86 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Now here's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's ETN. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run up the middle. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Kelsey. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
I think they saw something earlier in the game that showed some vulnerabilities in the deep defensive coverage. Then the execution, not only for the route runners to be in the right spot, but then for the quarterback to find his matchup, find the space in the breakdown of the coverage, and put that ball on target and lead to the big game.
Motion man is Rice. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To throw is Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, Piron. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. And in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Motion man is Rice. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Travis Kelsey. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
First down throw, Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And their first down, Chiefs.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll be third down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. It is brought in the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, KC. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now Butker to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
They face second down and 7. They go play action for Lawrence. That one a bit high, but it's complete. Look at the big guy rumble. And he will score. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars are able to edge a bit closer. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. A short one caught by Kelsey. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Man in motion is Brown. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Oh, and Rice is wide open. He's got it. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. A huge play just before the half. And even 30 yards.
In this coverage breakdown, Mike, it's just completely unacceptable. You come out in dime defense. What that means is you have 6 defensive backs and only 1 linebacker most often. So for the offense to find an open receiver with that much space to operate, you just have to imagine there was some sort of breakdown in communication and execution, because he had a lot of room to operate, and that defensive coordinator is not happy.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. So we reach halftime, and the visitors, the Chiefs, out on top as we head downstate to Orlando. And we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Open man downfield. It is Hopkins. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trail pretty big here to start the third. But it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Jaguars offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And 3rd down coming up.
Really nice footwork here with a little tightrope action along the sideline. But this is all about the pass, leading him a little too far out of bounds, and he's unable to secure the catch.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Kansas City.
On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Kansas City.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Foye Oluokun with the play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, 3 to go. They put Kelsey in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking him down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the picture. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nearly gave the ball back to his offense with a short field to work with. And I'll tell you what, if I'm this defensive coordinator, I'm going to have all my guys on the jugs machine this week after practice, because when the quarterback gives you a gift like that, you've got to come away with that pick.
In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence from the gun here on third down. They get 18 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
On first down, Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have two defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage. All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
It came up a little bit short there on third down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
They'll run for it with ETN. And he's going to have the Jaguars first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now here's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Lawrence. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Kirk is the motion man. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get about 5. Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
3 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's P-Rod. And he will have a Chiefs first down. He'll have it by plenty. It was 3rd and 2. They picked up 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Kansas City.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one as they cruise to an easy road victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Jacksonville, good night, everyone.
New notification. Please confirm your next 60 minutes.